Okay, so I know I haven't been around for a while. Long story short, my computer's messed up and it won't run What Remains of Edith Finch and OBS at the same time. I've had a lot of stuff going on with work. I've been sick. I had to get surgery. I moved and I got a cat. So please forgive me for not being around. And I don't really know much about this game, but this is Doki Doki Literature Club. I've seen maybe the first 5 minutes of it, and from all I know from rumors is that it gets a little bit weird, and that's about it. That's all I know. So experience this with me, please. This game is not suitable for children or those who are easily disturbed. Individuals suffering from anxiety or depression may not have a safe experience playing this game. For content warnings, please visit, and there's a link. So, by playing Doki Doki Literature Club, you agree that you are at least 13 years of age, and you consent to your exposure of highly disturbing content. Okay, I'm really hoping that this isn't just gonna, link me to pictures of real life dead people or anything. So if that becomes the case, I'm probably not going to upload that, or if I do, I'll censor it out. But this is what I'm playing now, so here we go. Oh god, please, I'm really hoping that this doesn't I don't want a really bad thing to happen. Oh, I'm nervous. Okay, new game. Okay, so I'm gonna put in. I'm gonna put in lazy because we'll just act like it's a nickname. It's sort of the nickname for my channel, and I don't think it'll be easy to confuse with any of the actual characters' names. So that's what we'll go with for now. Just lazy. Hey! I see an annoying girl running toward me from the distance, waving her arms in the air like she's totally oblivious to any attention she might draw to herself. That girl is Sayori, my neighbor and good friend since we were children. You know, the kind of friend you'd never see yourself making today, but it just kind of works out because you've known each other for so long. We used to walk together on days like this, but starting around high school, she would oversleep more and more frequently, and I would get tired of waiting up. But if she's going to chase after me like this, I almost feel better off running away. However, I just sigh and idle in front of the crosswalk and let Sayori catch up to me. I'm not gonna make that noise, I don't know what that is. I overslept again. 1 second, I have a little pop-up message on my screen that you can't see. Okay. Nothing to do with the game, it was just my antivirus telling me it did a scan. I overslept again! But I caught you this time. Maybe, but only because I decided to stop and wait for you. You say that you were thinking about ignoring me? That's mean, lazy. Well, if people stare at you for acting weird, then I don't want them to think we're a couple or something. Fine, fine. But you did wait for me after all. I guess you don't have it in you to be mean, even if you wanted to. Whatever you say, Sayori. We cross the street together and make our way to school. As we draw near, the lights become increasingly speckled with other students making their daily commute. By the way, Lazy, have you decided on a club to join yet? A club? I told you already, I'm not interested in... Oh, sorry, that's lazy. I told you already, I'm not interested in joining any clubs. I haven't been looking either. Huh? That's not true. You told me you would join a club this year. Did I? I'm sure it's possible that I did in one of our many conversations where I dismissively go along with whatever she's going on about. Sayori likes to worry too much about me when I'm perfectly content just getting by on the average while spending my free time on games and anime. Honestly, me in high school, like... Uh-huh. I was talking about how I was worried that you won't learn to socialize or have any skills before college. Your happiness is really important to me, you know. And I know you're happy now, but I'd die at the thought of you becoming a NEET in a few years because you're not used to the real world. I believe, for those of you, I'm sure anybody who's watching anybody play this knows what a NEET is, but in case you don't, it stands for somebody, I think it's like not educated, employed, or trained, which is just basically somebody, from what I understand, just somebody who like sort of sits around and doesn't actually contribute to society in any way, according to like the stereotype. I don't know 100% that that's exactly the definition, but that's what I understand it as, so... You trust me, right? Don't make me keep worrying about you. Alright, alright. I'll look at a few clubs if it makes you happy. No promises, though. Will you at least promise me you'll try a little? Yeah, I guess I'll promise you that. Yay! Why do I let myself get lectured by such a carefree girl? More than that, I'm surprised I even let myself relent to her. I guess seeing her worry so much about me makes me want to ease her mind at least a little bit, even if she does exaggerate everything inside of her head. The school day is as ordinary as ever, and it's over before I know it. After I pack up my things, I stare blankly at the wall, looking for an ounce of motivation. Wow, this dude's like... I guess lazy is like a pretty accurate nickname for this person. Clubs. Sayori wants me to check out some clubs. I guess I have no choice but to start with the anime club. Hello? Sayori? Sayori must have come into the classroom while I was spacing out. I look around and realize I'm the only one left in the classroom. I thought I'd catch you coming out of the classroom, but I saw you just sitting there and spacing out, so I just came in. Honestly, you're worse than me sometimes. I'm impressed. You don't need to wait up for me if it's going to make you late to your own club. Well, I thought you might need some encouragement, so I just thought, you know... Know what? Well, that you could come to my club. Sayori. Yeah? There is no way I'm going to your club. Meanie. Sayori is the vice president of the literature club. Not that I was ever aware that she had any interest in literature. In fact, I'm 99% sure that she only did it because she thought it would be fun to help start a new club. Since she was the first one to show interest after the one who proposed the club, she inherited the title of vice president. She said, that said, my interest in literature is guaranteed to be even less. Yeah, I'm going to the anime club. Come on, please. Why do you care so much anyway? Well, I kind of told the club yesterday that I would bring in a new member. And Natsuki made cupcakes and everything. Don't make promises you can't keep. I can't tell if Sayori is really that much of an airhead or if she's just as cunning to have planned all this all out. Wow, I just butchered that sentence. Sorry. I let out a long sigh. Fine, I'll stop by for a cupcake, okay? Yes, let's go! And thus, today marks the day I sold my soul for a cupcake. I dejectedly follow Sayori across the school and upstairs, a section of the school I rarely visit, being generally used for third-year classes and activities. Sorry about the music disappearing, by the way. I don't know what that's all about, but hopefully it will come back because I guarantee you there's a bunch of background noise on my microphone right now. Sayori, full of energy, swings open the classroom door. Everyone, the new member is here. I told you don't call me a new member. I glance around the room. Alright, gotta think of a voice for this girl. Alright, let's think. Welcome to the Literature Club. It's a pleasure meeting you. Sayori always says nice things about you. This one. I'm gonna just do the hello voice for this girl because she looks like an actual child. I don't... okay, yeah, I'm just gonna do the hello voice. Seriously? You brought a boy? Way to kill the atmosphere. I kind of regret doing, for the pink-haired girl, a little baby voice. I might change that later. Alright. This one's just gonna pronounce things wrong, I think. Ah, Lacey, what a nice surprise. Okay, that's just a really bad accent, I think. So we're just gonna figure this out as we go along. Ah, Lacey, what a nice surprise. There we go. That one's just gonna sound like, okay, we got this. Welcome to the club. Just say everything like she's semi-singing it. All words escape me in this situation. This club is full of incredibly cute girls. What are you looking at? If you want to say something, just say it. Sorry, I made myself laugh at that stupid voice. Sorry. Natsuki. The girl with the sour attitude, whose name is apparently Natsuki, is the one I don't recognize. Her small figure makes me think she is probably a first year. She's also the one who made cupcakes, according to Sayori. You can just ignore her when she gets moody. Sayori says that quietly into my ear, then turns back towards the other girls. Anyway, this is Natsuki, always full of energy. And this is Yuri, the smartest girl in the club. Don't say things like that. Yuri, who appears comparably more mature and timid, seems to have a hard time keeping up with people like Sayori and Natsuki. Well, it's nice to meet both of you. By the way, if I'm pronouncing any of these names or these words wrong, please let me know, and please don't be mean about it, because I'm just, like, really not smart, so thanks. And it sounds like you already know Monica, is that right? Monica? I'm gonna say Monica. That's right. It's great to see you again, Lazy. Monica smiles sweetly. We do know each other. Well, we rarely talked, but we were in the same class last year. Monica was probably the most popular girl in class. Smart, beautiful, and athletic. Basically, completely out of my league. So, having her smile at me genuinely feels a little... You too, Monica. Come sit down, lazy. We made room for you at the table so you can sit next to me or Monica. I'll get the cupcakes. Hey, I made them. I'll get them. Sorry, I just got a little too excited. Then how about I make some tea as well? The girls have a few desks arranged to form a table. As Sayori mentioned, it's been widened so that there's one space next to Monica and one space next to Sayori. Natsuki and Yuri walk over to the corner of the room where Natsuki grabs a wrapped tray and Yuri opens the closet. Still feeling a little awkward, I take a seat next to Sayori. Natsuki proudly marches back to the table, tray in hand. Okay, are you ready? Ta-da! Whoa! Natsuki lifts the foil off the tray to reveal a dozen white fluffy cupcakes decorated to look like little cats. The whiskers are drawn on with icing and little pieces of chocolate were used to make the ears. So cute! I had no idea you were so good at baking, Natsuki. Well, you know. Just hurry and take one. Sayori grabs one first, then Monica. I follow. It's delicious! Sayori walks with her mouth full and has already managed to get icing on her face. I turn the cupcake around in my fingers, looking for the best angle to take a bite. Natsuki is quiet. I can't help but notice her sneaking glances in my direction. Is she waiting for me to take a bite? I finally bite down. The icing is sweet and full of flavor. I wonder if she made it herself. This is really good. Thank you, Natsuki. Why are you thanking me? It's not like I... Haven't I heard this somewhere before? Made them for you or anything? I thought you technically did, Sayori said. Well, maybe. But not for you, you know, Tummy. Alright. I give up on Natsuki's weird logic and dismiss the conversation. Yuri turns to the table carrying a tea set. She carefully places a teacup in front of each of us before setting down the teapot next to the cupcake tray. You keep a whole tea set in this classroom? Don't worry, the teachers gave us permission. After all, doesn't a hot cup of tea help you enjoy a good book? I guess. Well, don't let yourself get intimidated. Yuri's just trying to impress you. And that's not... Insulted, Yuri looks away. I meant that, you know... I believe you. Well, tea and reading might not be a pastime for me, but I at least enjoy tea. I'm glad. Yuri faintly smiles to herself in relief. Monica raises an eyebrow, then smiles at me. So, what made you consider the literature club? I was afraid of this question. Something tells me I shouldn't tell Monica that I was practically dragged here by Sayori. Well, I haven't joined any clubs yet, and Sayori seemed really happy here, so...
That's okay, don't be embarrassed. We'll make sure you feel right at home, okay? As president of the literature club, it's my duty to make sure to make the club fun and exciting for everyone.
Monica, I'm surprised. How come you decided to start your own club? You could probably be a board member for any of the major clubs. Weren't you a leader of the debate club last year?
Oh, well, to be honest, I can't stand all the politics of the major clubs. It feels like nothing but arguing about the budget and publicity and how to prepare for events. I'd much rather take something I personally enjoy and make something special out of it. And if it encourages others to get into literature, then I'm fulfilling that dream. Monica really is a great leader.
Yuri nods in agreement. Then I'm surprised to hear there aren't more people in the club yet. It must be hard to start a new club.
You could put it that way. Not many people are very interested in putting out all the effort to start something brand new. Especially when something doesn't grab your attention like literature. You have to work very hard to convince people that you're both fun and worthwhile. But it makes school events like the festival that much more important. I'm confident that we can all really grow this club before we graduate. Right, everyone? Yeah! We'll do our best. You know it.
Everyone enthusiastically agrees. Such different girls, all interested in the same goal. Monica must have worked really hard to find just those three. Maybe that's why we're all so delighted by the idea of a new member. Why they were all so delighted by the idea of a new member joining. Though I still don't really know if I can keep up with their level of enthusiasm about literature.
So, Lazy, what kinds of things do you like to read?
Well, considering how little I've read these past few years, I don't really have a good way of answering that. Manga? I mutter quietly to myself, half joking. Natsuki's head suddenly perks up. It looks like she wants to say something, but she keeps quiet.
Not much of a reader, I guess.
Well, that can change. What am I saying? I spoke without thinking after seeing Yuri's sad smile. Anyway, what about you, Yuri?
Well, let's see.
Yuri traces the rim of her teacup with her finger.
My favorites are usually novels that build deep and complex fantasy worlds. The level of creativity and craftsmanship behind them is amazing to me. And telling a good story in such a foreign world is equally impressive.
Yuri goes on, clearly passionate about her reading. She seemed so reserved and timid since the moment I walked in, but it's obvious by the way her eyes light up that she finds comfort in the world of books, not people.
But, I like a lot of things. Stories with deep psychological elements usually immerse me as well. Isn't it amazing how a writer can so deliberately take advantage of your own lack of imagination to completely throw you for a loop? Anyway, I've been reading a lot of horror lately.
Oh, I read a horror book once. I desperately grasped something I can relate to at the minimum level. At this rate, Yuri might as well be having a conversation with a rock.
Really? I wouldn't have expected that, Yuri. For someone as gentle as you? I guess you could say that. But if it makes me think or takes me to another world, then I really can't put it down. Surreal horror is often very successful at changing the way you look at the world, even if only for a brief moment. Ugh, I hate horror. Oh, why's that? Well, Natsuki's eyes darted over to me for a split second. Never mind. That's right, you usually like to write about cute things, don't you, Natsuki? What? What gives you that idea? You left a scrap of paper behind last club meeting. It looked like you were working on a poem called Don't Say It Out Loud. And give me that back. Fine, fine. Your cupcakes, your poems, everything you do is just as cute as you are. Sayori sidles up behind Natsuki and puts her hands on her shoulders. I'm not cute. Natsuki, you write your own poems? I'm gonna stop it there for a second, guys. I'm gonna release another part. I just need to get this one saved, so yeah. Thanks.